Devin Pike with the Dallas International Film Festival. Long Distance is one of the more amazing films in the narrative competition here at the festival. Two lovers who are separated by 10,000 kilometers of distance between America and Spain, and how the lovers use everyday technology tools that we take for granted into the milieu of the film. The director Carlos is here. First off, thank you for bringing this film to us. It's a gorgeous film and really well acted, and it's a gas to watch. Thank you for bringing it to us.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Talk a little bit about when you and your co-writer were breaking down the script for it. Obviously, a long-distance relationship is one of the more universal things, especially in our global society. So as you're looking at it, what was your approach to figuring out ways that the two leads could actually stay in touch without going completely insane within the first 3 weeks of their separation?
Yeah, for us it was very important to make like a long distance relationship movie, but actually try to show not the moment where they meet or the moment where where what the life they are doing there, but actually their relationship in the distance and their conversations and their interaction in this distance. So that was a little bit the challenge. And the thing is, like, with the actors, they actually were shooting in different, apartments. We finally shoot it in Barcelona, but basically we will go. At the beginning, I wanted to keep them separate so they wouldn't see each other. But they became two good friends, and there was no way to make it. So we ended up like going to a bar every night, read the script, and get drunk. So.
A film like this doesn't work if you don't believe the relationship between your two leads. Talk a little bit about your casting your leads, because especially Natalie just kills it. She's a phenomenal actress. We've seen her work on Game of Thrones, and we're all enthralled by the relationship on screen. Talk a little bit about the process on getting him on the film.
It was pure luck. Totally. No, because that's, as you said, we had it completely clear that in order to work this movie, there needs to be chemistry between the two of them. So, but it's been like a very long process. So I cast David like 2 years ago. We did a little short, just to practice the language of the movie and everything. And we actually did castings with a lot of Catalan actors in Barcelona, but like weeks. And we would bring them in pairs and just rehearse for 1 hour. It wouldn't be like this 10 minutes. It would be like just very long, also for me to get to know more actors. And so, but really, really work with them. So it was like this very long process. I actually found him in a YouTube video. Because yeah, it's very hard. I came back to Barcelona. I haven't been there for a long time. I didn't know the name of the actors or anything. And the problem is, like, if you see the reels, a lot of their work is television, and television is just like in Spain, they just don't have time. No good work can come out from that. So I like to watch like interviews, and I was actually watching another actor. I wasn't watching David. I was looking for another actor, and there was this YouTube video in Berlin. They were making an impersonation of this famous comedians, like kind of Saturday Live comedians. So they were impersonating them, and it's like, oh, the other one, he looks like what I thought it would be the character. And then I look, oh, he's an actor. And actually I proposed him to my producer, and they say, no, please, because he's a comic actor. He's never done any drama. Well, he's done a lot of drama in theater, so he's very known in the theater circuit, but for the big audiences in Spain, he's just like a comedian that doesn't know how to do anything. So, but then we brought him to the casting, and it blew out. It's like, oh my God, he's so good. I don't know why nobody has cast him before. And then with Natalie, we're going to shoot with another actress. We were like 6 weeks into shooting, and then she had another movie. They changed schedule, and they told us, hey, I can shoot it now. And if I didn't shoot those days, David couldn't shoot. It's like, oh, I don't want to miss David. So. And then my producer went to Spain, and she realized in a magazine that Natalia was actually like Spanish. And then we contacted her like as a miracle. It was like literally a miracle. It's like a very long story. Another day we'll explain. And then we just like fly to London, and minute 3 they were best friends. And it's like, okay, that's perfect. So it was actually a lot of luck.
You spoke briefly about the language of the film. As you're developing the script, did you know that it had to have a different kind of motion, a different kind of momentum to carry the story along than a normal, you see romantic comedies that are just so cut and dry, and this one doesn't have that. I was curious about your approach on that.
Yeah, no, it was like, from the beginning I wanted to make a movie that was very lively, it was very like, then performance would feel like it's just like happening there, like real life. But at the same time, we wanted to have like a very strong visual concept of the movie and sound concept also. Subtle, but in a way that if you wanna, it's like I like to think of movies as layers too. So you can access, from a first layer, but then you can read more things if you want into it. And that's basically, yeah. For me, most of the concepts and ideas behind a lot of what is going on, it's also has to do with almost meta cinematographical, because like when you talk through Skype, well, this guy's not Skype because they don't give us the rights, but this kind of or video chat or whatever. The thing is, like, you are talking through screens and cameras, like the tools of cinema, all of a sudden they are, in between our personal relationships. It's not a camera that you have outside, it's a camera that you have in between you and the other person. And this way, like, explore how cinema has mutated our relationships. That was like the concept behind it, and then we developed the rest, all the language through departing from this concept.
Have you had a long-distance relationship in your past that you drew from when you were working on the script?
Yeah, I kind of, of course, when I left Barcelona, but I left like not only relationship, but family and friends. It was more about the other life that you have on the other side, and this double virtual and real. I had my real life in Los Angeles and my virtual life in Barcelona. Actually, the characters are completely fictional. Well, they are. I took it from many people, many friends, and many years. And it's been like 5 years writing the script, so I pull off a lot of things and ideas and just working. So the characters are not autobiographical, but the feeling or the experience of what's going on, I know it. Yeah.
You've had a chance to screen this at a couple of different festivals around the world. I'm curious if, as you're sitting in the back and you're trying to tell your stomach to shut up and your film is still, spooling on a 40-foot screen, if you're watching the audience's reactions to the story beats and watching their take on the story, I'm curious if you're watching that at the same time to see if they're reacting where you think they're supposed to.
I've only watched it 2 times because I don't really like to watch the movies. I watched it the first time at South by Southwest, and that was like amazing. That's actually really good, especially because the comedy played really, really well in American audiences. Because there's a lot of jokes that that I feel like they are for an American audience. They are made in purpose because a lot of my experience of a foreigner coming to the States and how I see the States. So Americans feel like, for the external gaze of themselves that they don't always get as often. So I think that was the best screening ever. Like really, like I love to screen the movie here in the States. Then we had this screen in Spain. It's like a big festival also, and that was a little bit more weird because I know people, I guess, like was already expecting to go to see a drama, and it's a drama, but there's a lot of comedy into it. So at the beginning everybody was serious, but then it's like by the half of the movie they realized, you can actually let yourself laugh. So they started to laugh, and then they were laughing when the movie was not supposed to make fun. But I understood like it was like a relief laugh, So it's like it's hard with drama because you never know the reaction really. You cannot really look. But you are based, what the comedy moments are working or not. So I hate to watch it, but I think I've done it twice and that's it. At least for many, many years, I don't think I'm gonna see the movie again.
Well, it's a great movie. It deserves another look, but you've watched it through the edit suite and everything else. You got it out.
Yes.
It escaped. It's done for you. What's next for you?
So I'm working on several things. I'm finishing a new script that is an adaptation of a short story. Of a friend that actually the email that gets written, that's a writer friend that made it. That's why he writes so fast, and we're working on an adaptation of his story. I'm deciding still if I want to shoot it, in Catalan in Barcelona, or I want to shoot in the States. I have a couple of projects that I'm developing in the States too. So probably try to work a little bit here and there and try to bounce between the 2 places.
It's been a gas having you here this weekend. Thank you so much for bringing the film to the festival, and we'll try not to overfeed you through the remainder of your stay because Texas food just, from South by and here, that we like to feed our guests.
Yes,
it's what we do.
Yes, it's really great. Thank you so much.
Carlos, thanks for bringing us here.
My pleasure.
You can find out more about this film and all of our alumni films at dallasfilm.org, and he's getting ready to go to Fuel City and grab some tacos, so we're going to let him out here. Carlos, thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.